And then, let's see. Well, you guys can do that while I try and figure out the rest of my settings. Because it's also weird because there's a delay between what I say and what, like, you guys hear. So then it's like, oh, it's behind a couple. Okay, let's see. Okay, working on my novel, I finally had a bit of a revelation on important characters' motives and need to put it into the narrative now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it going. I love those, like, moments of, like, especially when you have, like, writer's block and then out of nowhere it's just like, oh my gosh, I get it. It's happening. I need to put it down now. The initial idea came at work, of all places. You know what? Sometimes these ideas just, like, come into your heads at the most random times. And honestly, I feel like that's the best time for them to come to you. So, okay, I think I have everything pretty set. So this other thing that I thought would make this sprint session kind of cool is I'm going to be playing some music from Tabletop Audio. I don't know if anybody here plays D&D or whatever, but I know some of you people, like, in Novelbound know that I'm writing a fantasy book, and it's based off of a D&D game. Well, we had tried to turn that game into a podcast, and we actually did for a little while. It's all been taken down now because no spoilers in my book. But this website called Tabletop Audio, like, I think it's just one string of words. They have all this royalty-free music that you can download and put into your videos and your podcasts, and you can use them for your D&D games or study or literally whatever. But all they ask is that you, like, mention them so that it, like, spreads the word. I've been using them since 2020, and 10 out of 10. There's so many, like, hundreds. Literally, they have something for every situation that you would need. My book is inspired by a D&D game. It's I ran it. It's kind of funny because it's like it started off as like a book I had in, like, middle school, one of those, like, handwritten books that we would, like, pass around. And that turned into, like, me, like, writing it on a Kindle in, like, a notes app, and then it turned into me trying to draw it into a graphic novel like 10,000 times because I just couldn't commit to it. And then one day it was just like, oh my gosh, we should just play it as a D&D game. So then I ran a D&D game and then finally finished the story as a D&D game. And then I had to, and then I was like, once the D&D game was over, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to touch it anymore. And then I was like, oh, I should write this as a book. So the past couple of years, I've been turning what the D&D game was. It was homebrew, like Magic School, but really, like, you know, more things happening in that. And so I didn't want to have, like, a D&D world, so I had to go through, like, oh, well, all of these characters had, like, classes, and how can I translate that into, like, superpowers? And yes, I made mine into a Wattpad too. It's been deleted now. It's gone. It's buried. But my favorite, or my go-to D&D classes, I'm a cleric main at heart. I'm a cleric. But I really like wizards. Wizards are just cool because of all the spells. But I'm also I hold rogues very dear to me because that was my very first D&D character. I was like, when my friend first asked me to play D&D, I was like, you know that episode, and this is going to be really, like, exposing myself, but of Voltron, like the newer show that came out that was very controversial with the fan base. That one. And I was like, you know that episode of Voltron where they play, like, D&D? Well, I want to be the one that, like, messes everything up. And then my friend was like, okay, you should be a rogue. And I was like, all right. Yes, Voltron. I really loved it, and then once I finished it, I then found out how toxic, like, the fan base was, and I was like, ooh, well, I'm just gonna tuck that away. But yeah, so I like rogues because that was my first character. I've played like 2 or 3 rogues, but clerics all the way. But I think all of them are really cool. And I also like being the DM. I like the storytelling, which is why I'm writing a book. So I like it all. I just have so much fun with it. But yeah, I turned it into D&D game and turned it into a story. And so that's what I've been working on. I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but the tabletop audio. Yeah, but I used it, and so you guys, if you need, like, even if you're not playing D&D or whatever, like, if you just need, like, music for background, the best part is they're, like, over an hour long, and it's, like, not just the same thing on repeat. That was what drew me in, like, immediately, because I was, like, tired of, like, I love Undertale music, don't get me wrong, but I was like, okay, we're going to listen to the same 40-second audio clip for 2 hours. And I'm like, all right, Death by Glamour is now ingrained in my head, but it's okay. So I was like, I can't believe I found like an hour's long audio clip that I can put into this game without getting tired of it. So what I thought I would do is, because I'm going to try and keep these around an hour, is try and like play a different audio music clip like each session. And obviously if you don't want to listen to it, you can just turn down the volume and play your own music. But I thought that if maybe it'll be like what you're working on, or it'll fit the tone of everything. But I think you guys will really like it, and I don't know, maybe it'll be like an inspiration for a new idea. So let me see if I can pull that up, and then the real test will be the audio levels, because I am still figuring that out. So please tell me if I sound muffled when I play this. If I sound muffled, or how do I restart it? Well, we might just be starting a couple seconds in. I was wrong. It's not an hour long. There's a couple longer ones, but they're at least 10 minutes long. But looping that for an hour is better than looping a 2-minute or 40-second audio. Anyways, let's see. I'm taking a break from my vampire book to work on Lost Princess fantasy romance. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's awesome. I love Lost Princess and fantasy. That's so great. Okay, so I'm going to play this one. This one is called Goodhaven. So it's got ambiance and music to it. And another cool thing is, if you're a patron, which I was, or if you're on Patreon, I was for a while, but then, I just couldn't afford it. And so I just dropped off, but they give you like different versions of it too. So you can like download like, just the music or just the ambiance. So if it's like a town, you get like all this. Anyways, I could geek out about this forever, and I probably will, but I'm going to go ahead and start the music. Let's see. Okay. So I kind of got the vibe that it was almost like a town. And then, yes, just let me know. Okay. All right. Okay, I think it's probably, looking at the levels might be a little loud. It's okay. We'll adjust it. Okay, there we go. I think we're getting there. Okay. And then again, if you just let me know, that'd be cool. Also, I have made this cool little, it's already started. It's okay. I'm gonna go, don't worry, I'm gonna change that timer, but I made a timer. And then once the timer starts, I'm thinking we do like, 25 minutes and then of just straight sprinting. And then I think, we'll take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll do another 25 minutes. And yeah. I think we'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the timer. If any of the audio ends up being too loud, if you're listening to it, just pop it in the chat and I will adjust it for you. But I'm going to change this, and happy sprinting. Alrighty, let me see if I can get this 5-minute timer going. But good job, guys. That was great. Alright, we'll have a little 5-minute break. I'm gonna stretch. I feel like that was pretty productive. I got this method of doing like, I'm sure it's a common method, but doing like a 25, 5, 25 kind of sprint from this other YouTuber who like I watched a lot when I was writing my first draft. And so I was like, you know what works for me? Maybe it'll work for someone else. So I think it's good. You wrote 338 words. That's awesome. In 25 minutes? That is great. Yes, it is Abby Emmons. Yeah, I love watching Abby Emmons and Alyssa. I think it's Matesic. I always mess up her last name. But I watch a lot of both of their videos. But yes, no, I love Abby Emmons with the writing sprints. Those literally got me through my first draft. Jenna Moreci? I'm probably butchering that, but I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen her. Oh wow, cool, good to know. Well, yeah, I am not writing words. I'm actually trying to trim down my manuscript because it is way too long for my genre. And my goal is to, by the end of this month or next month, have my draft ready to start querying. And so I'm kind of in a little bit of a crunch mode. So I need to finish my draft, which feels really good. Like, I feel like really good about this draft. Like, this feels like the one to query. And then I need to write up a query letter, do that whole process, and then get things going. And then we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, it was good. I feel like I'm in a chapter that's very slow, kind of drags a little, but it's okay. Got to get through it. And that's why I'm editing it, so that it doesn't drag. Also, it's weird because I don't know if it's boring because I read it like so many times, or if it's boring because like the words are boring. But oh, a funeral. That sounds fun. I love writing a good emotional scene. Like, I know of like a character death that I want to write in like both of my novels that I'm writing, and I can't wait to get there. I can't wait. I have always wanted to write a death scene. A funeral. I also just love like all the writing emotions and stuff. My main character of the book that I'm writing now, he's very emotional, and it's like very internal. So yeah. Well, nice. That's great. Our characters love us. I know. That's what I was thinking about when I've been playing Tomodachi Life, and I made all of my book characters, and I was like, ooh, if only they knew. All the trouble I've put them through. And then I'm trying to like make them all fall in love. I know. Me and my sister grew up with Tomodachi Life on the 3DS. Yes, an old game, yeah. But we only had one 3DS, and so we would have to like pass back and forth. So when the new game came out, now we were so excited because we both have adult money now and can buy our own Switches. So we both have a Switch, and then we just, I had to save up a little bit, but luckily my birthday was right around the time that Tomodachi Life came out, so I did use some of my birthday money. Thank you to my grandmother, who bought me Tomodachi Life, basically. And it's literally been the best. Like, if you can save up $60, it is, like, definitely worth it. See, I feel like a Switch is such a good investment because, especially if you like Nintendo games, I guess, like Mario and everything, like you'd love all that. Or even Zelda. Like, I think it's just totally worth it in my opinion. And then of course Tomodachi Life. I was really scared that we were gonna have to buy the Switch 2 to get it, and then I was gonna be really mad. But luckily that didn't happen. I'm great. Okay, well, I am going to start another 25 minutes, and then that'll probably be the end of the stream. After that, feel free to stay as long as you want or can. I'm going to keep playing the same audio. It's called Goodhaven from, again, Tabletop Audio. And yeah, then I will test out some other ones for another video too. I'm so excited. It's 3 a.m. where you are. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's it's 9:45 here where I am. So, goodness. I guess maybe I should do an earlier one. Maybe I'll alternate. Maybe some days I'll do like an earlier one for other time zones and stuff. I think this is the same problem that the Novel Bound members that we have. Oh, you have the day off and you work nights. Oh, wow. That was like my boyfriend who used to have like day and night shifts. So I totally get it. I don't, but like I've been around people who would be like, okay, well, I have to go. And then he'll be like, oh, but I'm just wide awake. I want to go do stuff. And I'm like, it is, midnight. So yeah, I do not envy you. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and start this, and then we can get right back into it just to finish it out strong. So, good luck. All right, and that's our second sprint, which I am proud to say I finished the chapter I was working on, which is a huge milestone for me. That was very difficult to get over, and I'm happy it is in the past. Let's see. Alrighty, well, as that comes to the end of it, thank you all for joining. I'm trying to do a stream like this for this week at least like once a day, I think. I'll probably stick to like a later schedule this week until I can kind of figure out how to work this every time, and like what a good schedule for me would be, also managing everything else I have going on. But definitely I'm gonna try and do another one tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so determined to get this book ready to query, because I am ready to I'm ready to be done, or not done, but like I'm ready to be at the part where I can, like, I guess another step where I can start querying literary agents and get my book out there, because I know that querying takes a long time, so I want to get the ball rolling, and who knows, we'll see what happens. And also, you know, I've been working on this book for about 2 years, so I'm ready to start the next one and do that too, which is great. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do another one tomorrow. But yeah, I think, I don't know if anybody listened to the audio, but I think that was a pretty good one. At least for the stuff that I was working on, it felt very relaxed, kind of like you were like working in like a city kind of vibe, or a village. Oh yes, I would love to have you join again. It was so fun. Okay, again, one more time. It's called the Tabletop Audio. Let me see if I can just, I wish I could just, I need to figure out how to do this better. I'm trying to do this on YouTube instead of Twitch, just because I feel like it'll get more traction there. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me try this. I will be more prepared next time. Tabletopaudio.com. Okay, there's that. We'll do this. .com. And then today's audio was Goodhaven. Oh gosh. Right? Yes. Goodhaven, all one word. I'm going to put it on the screen. And, okay. Let's see. Oh. Well, here. It's okay. We'll do this. I got it figured out, guys. Don't worry. I'm a professional. Alright, and then we will just jump back to this. Oh, and the timer is still there. Hold on, we'll get this figured out one of these days. There we go. Okay, so it is Goodhaven, from tabletopaudio.com. I'm gonna pick a couple more if for some reason you want to go check it out, and you find an audio that you like. You can always let me know, and I can, queue that up for a stream too. I think that would be a fun, engaging thing for sprints too. But yeah, I did record this, so I'm gonna try and upload it on YouTube too, just to have like a backlog of just all my writing sprints in case, you find an audio that you liked and want to come and find it again. But yeah, so next time, or tomorrow, I guess, we'll have a new audio, and I'll have it all prepared, and hopefully it'll be on YouTube, but if not, it'll be here on Twitch. But just keep an eye out. I'll post in, yes, a reusable, yeah, I'm hoping. I'm gonna try same time tomorrow, maybe a couple minutes earlier, maybe like 8:30 instead of 9, but we'll see. I'll put out a note tomorrow somewhere for everyone to find that will give the exact time. But for now, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for joining. This has been such a treat for me to have. I know there's only a couple people, but hey, that's awesome. Yes, same time tomorrow. It's a different time zone, so I guess I have to change, like, add 3 hours for you. It won't be 9 o'clock your time. Sorry. But yes, about the same time. But we'll see. I'll keep everyone updated, and you can just look out for my Instagram. That's what I also need. I need to like start making notes of what I should add to my overlay. So my Instagram, you can find me at PageTillMixins pretty much anywhere. And that's Mixin, like Mixon. Or if you're in the Novelbound chat, I will send a message there too. So I'm glad you guys got some writing done. That's great. So alrighty, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and if not, then I will see you whenever I can. Bye. Thank you.